Ever snacked your Lexus key in half?
Ugh, yeah, I can imagine
It's an issue, Spain.
it's a real bummer, and it happens more often than you'd think. But what if I told you there's like a surprisingly easy fix for it?
Oh, really?
That's what we're diving into today.
All right.
We found this snippet from another podcast where they were talking about a product that is a repair kit for Lexus metal keys with remotes, specifically the ones from like 1998 to 2007.
Okay.
And this isn't just about cars. This is about like clever problem solving
Hmm.
and how even these complex things can have really DIY solutions.
Like hacking almost.
Yeah.
Right.
So the problem that this product solves is, well, the key breaks
Right.
right where that plastic head meets the metal blade.
Yeah.
And this leaves you with a key that, doesn't work and a huge headache for
Yeah.
getting it fixed, going to the dealership, all that.
Yeah, that's a really common failure point for a lot of different things. Keys, anything that involves like a joint between two different materials.
It's like you're always going to get like stress concentration at that point.
Right.
And so it makes sense that a lot of keys would break there. It's just from everyday use, the metal fatigues, and eventually it just gives way.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm not an engineer, but couldn't they have like designed that differently to avoid that?
Yeah, it's a good question. There's this idea of planned obsolescence,
Right?
where companies design products to break after a certain amount of time.
Right.
So you have to buy more.
It does make you wonder, like,
Yeah.
is it a genuine design flaw or is there a little bit more to it?
Right. Yeah.
But luckily, there's this repair kit that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is you don't need a whole new key.
Oh, wow.
You don't need to go to a locksmith, and you don't even need to program it.
Oh, really? That's amazing.
I know, that blew my mind too when I read that.
So you basically just replace the broken part, huh?
It sounds like it.
That's really clever. It must be designed to work with your existing keys electronics or something, right?
Yeah, it must be. And get this, it comes with a screwdriver and a QR code that links to an instructional video.
Oh, that's nice. So they give you all the tools that you need
Yeah,
and the instructions. That's good design right there. They're really thinking about the user.
absolutely. So I want to put our deep dive hats on here and think about like the bigger picture here. This isn't just about broken Lexus keys, right?
No, not at all. It's part of a bigger trend. I think we're seeing more and more of this.
Yeah.
This DIY repair movement.
Right.
People want to be able to fix things themselves.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, could this kind of thing be applied to other car parts or electronics even?
Right. Appliances, like what are the
Yes.
limits of this?
Exactly.
Yeah. And even on a bigger level, like what does this DIY repair movement say about our relationship with the things that we own?
That's a really interesting question. I think it could be a sign that people are moving away from this throwaway culture that we've had for so long.
Right.
Instead of just tossing something out when it breaks, people are starting to think about repairing it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about sustainability, being more mindful of our impact on the environment.
Right. Or even just like a sense of self-reliance.
Yeah.
Like
So,
we don't have to be dependent on, big companies or specialists to fix everything for us.
right.
And maybe this is a step towards a future where, broken things don't just automatically end up in a landfill.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to think about.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we'll leave you with that to think about. Until next time.
See ya.